Hey folks, we're back. Time to continue our exploration of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. And, yeah, I'll just come out and say it. In this episode, I'm going to compare the Shrine of Amana to Sen's Fortress. And, I have my reasons. Also, can I open this door? Totally can. Oh, hey, there's a person there. Also, that's a branch. Cannot quite reach it. Try attacking. Okay, that's gone down now. I guess we'll find it later. Hey, buddy, what you looking at? Chop. Bye. Gosh, super duper bye. He is gone. But yeah, check this out. This is like... Oh, hey, hello. What's up, buddy? You're quite visible to the point where I worried, oh, am I going to get attacked from behind? Is this that kind of a trap? Still alive. Okay. Also, almost broke this, which would have been bad, but wooden chests you can break, but they will never have anything indispensable. Always consumables. Yes, I'm playing with my favorite build, which is Power Stancing Ultra Greatswords, or just as they're called in the game, Greatswords. So we are just gonna go down here. And yeah, so about Sen's Fortress. Sen's Fortress was the culmination of the first act of Dark Souls. It was basically very early on, you learn about Sen's Fortress, and they talk about it. And also, we see some shimmering, and that thing in the water is glowing, and you can target it. You can also kill it. Also, that's a weird, scary thing. Now it's gone. Yeah, Sen's Fortress. They talk about it. It's one of the first places you know of. And it's also, the reflection extends past the wall, so you can totally see there's an item on the other side. That's just a bug. But yeah, they tell you about Sen's Fortress. They tell you this is where you're supposed to go to. You go there, and ostensibly you go meet the king or whatever. They really tease it, and once you get in there, from the very start, it reveals itself as a giant, like, bag of traps. And... like, can I actually step on this? I can totally step on that. There is a little bit of navigation you can do here. You just have to be real careful where you step. And yeah, Sen's Fortress appears very unfair, very unforgiving, and will totally have gotcha moments where you think you're smart, you think you got it, but...
Great.
Oh, someone just followed. Thank you. Where you think you got it, but the place reveals to you at the very last moment, nope, you totally didn't have it. You overlooked something. You thought you were so smart, and now you're dead. And that is, gosh, that's a lot of them, though. That is how Sen's Fortress goes. It is very much beloved, because it's kind of like the quintessential Dark Souls level. There's a lot going on there. There's some hidden spots that some folks, to this day, have never heard of. Just gonna grab this. There's different enemies. There are like really lots of like teasing that never actually turns out to be something real. There's like some new things entirely. There's mimics. There were never mimics before then. There's like pressure pads that activate traps. There's a ton of stuff in Sen's Fortress but as harsh as it is, you can always see it coming. You can hear it coming. It's always very, very clear. This is where, like, be careful. If you take it one step at a time, you can do it. Such as this place right here. There is that monster there. We know what that monster is because we've seen it multiple times now, because it glows underwater. But now it doesn't glow anymore because of something that's changed. And you can totally overlook it. But the shimmering only happens when there's singing. And the singing ostensibly comes from this place because it stops when you get near. See? It just stopped. That one is just outside the water to show you this. It is very, very easy to miss. But if you're astute and like you have a good perception, you can see it happening and you can understand, oh, so when there's no singing, I gotta be careful. Also, this is where they tease. By the way, remember those urns? Those urns that like curse you? They're back. And this whole place plays with water. Shallow water. Which is my favorite thing in games. I love shallow water in games. I absolutely adore it. Like the Swan Palace, where you get the hookshot and Link to the Past. That is my favorite Zelda dungeon because there's shallow water. Also, hey, you're the person singing.
We knew you were coming and stopped singing.
And once you understand that mechanic, the fact that she tells you we stopped singing, that suddenly makes sense now. Oh, that's okay. Yes, I should pay attention. She just explained to me why the singing stopped.
We are not fated. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark. We will sing here forever, as we always have, from long, long ago. We know nothing of the world outside. And why should we? For we will never leave.
So, they're very, very fatalistic, Milfinito.
Seek King Vendrick? But what is a king, after all? We know nothing of the world outside.
Oh, someone just died. Okay, well.
For we will never leave here. When we sing, the little ones die.
Ah, there we go.
The little ones grant comfort to those who bear death and dark. This is what we were told.
She's talking about the little fireflies, which we saw at the very start of the game in that cutscene. This is a bit of a pull at this point in the game.
Anything wrong? Perhaps this will help.
Okay, you've talked to me enough. Here, have a thing.
This is all that we can do.
Just to be clear, don't talk to me again.
When we sing,
Okay, and then she repeats. But she repeats the important thing, that the little ones dance. Specifically, the little things on those enemies. I'm like, yeah, right now when they're moving, we can kind of see them like just break the surface of the water. But if you were extremely perspective, maybe more than the player should be expected to be, then you understand how this works. And now you know that when there's no singing, you have to be very careful. But also, Sen's Fortress had another thing. Specifically, the concept of areas. What the heck is happening over there? Oh, one of them just like left the water. Weird. The concept of enemies that are pretty much just like in optional places that you're not supposed to go taunt or anything. Like just if you try to engage them, you better be ready. And there's going to be some of that, but Also, this place doesn't have like traps, at least not very overt, like traps, like swinging pendulums and stuff like that. But it does have a ton of enemies. And right here, they give you a light source. There's also one over there. Just so you can like, well, if I'm going to explore in the water and I don't want to fall off, I should probably light this. The thing is, though, oh, I guess singing came at just the right moment, just when I was about to demonstrate something. She started singing again. I'm gonna go stop her for a bit because I want to demonstrate this. Okay. So she's not singing anymore. Now just lit a torch and oh my gosh! These monsters really hate fire. They come running from very, very long distances if I have a torch out. They're really not into me having fire. But as soon as the lady sings, then we're all good. They become pacified. So, of course, these jerks just don't really care. And that's fine. But the whole thing with... Oh no. You okay? Is that... I can't tell if you're nodding. Okay, fine. Yeah, the whole thing with these enemies is pretty much like... And these aren't even specifically hard enemies, but there's a lot of them. So, there is totally a kind of a clear danger that they represent. That you have to be real careful with. Also, it's kind of cool to see all the bloodstains because they let you know where people fell to their deaths. And like, nope, you cannot go there. Oh, did she stop singing? She stopped singing. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. So. Sorry. Just want to take that thing over there. But yeah, it's a neat thing where like, oh, to know where you're stepping so you don't fall into a pit, you should have fire. But if you have fire, you're going to attract some enemies that are very, very, very aggressive. So just be careful with that. And it's, again, like Sen's Fortress, it's like, well, whoa. You know, be careful what you're getting into. You need this place has complex systems that you need to understand. We're good, we're good. It is a good point that they don't attack the pillar of fire itself, they just attack you. So I'm guessing that they don't really mind fire in a place or fire itself, just the fact that you are walking around with fire. Don't move the fire is what they're saying. And here we go. Here it is. There are these witches here that shoot magic. Also, by the way, there's a hidden bonfire here, just so you know. We will likely come back to it a bunch. There's these witches here. And also, we are now far away from folks who are singing, so these will once again become troublesome, which means that if we want to light a fire here, then we have to be prepared for that, because they're going to come out of the woodwork to kill us. But yeah, this place is incredibly beautiful. I love it so much. Shallow water, blue, luminescent stuff. What's not to like? But there are a bunch of these witches here. Oh, hi. And some big folks. Oh crap, I really was hoping there wasn't one of these. Okay. We're good, we're good, yeah. Oh, well, there we go. Now the thing with this area is they changed it. They changed it in Scholar of the First Sin. It used to be there weren't that many of these like stalker enemies, but these witches were in different areas. They're had slightly different. I'm gonna die. Yep. Had slightly different positioning.
That's great.
No, it's not great that I died, but thank you for the follow. Protozoetrep, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so like this this is an area, again, like Sen's Fortress, that right from the start, you pretty much get the idea of where you are and where you're going. But progress has to be very deliberate and slow because there are a number of hidden dangers all around you, but they tend to be enemies instead of activated traps. So you gotta be real good. And also, hey, there's a troll. Just like Sen's Fortress had the demon statues, the demon Titanite. This place chooses to kind of use. Well, that was fun. Shrine of Amana, everybody. This place has monsters, hidden monsters, monsters that snipe at you. So, yeah, imagine that with more witches. That was essentially what this place was before. And I died a lot of times here. This is the place that will test your build. Because normally in most, like in Dark Souls, you can pretty much choose like what you want. Like my favorite way to put it was that any weapon that is not immediately terrible can be used to beat the game. But Shrine of Amana, with like the water, the hidden enemies, the like many traps, kind of messes with that. Here, you're really like, your build is put to the test, and it tends to be like most signs point to, hey, you know what would be good right now? What if you were real good with a bow and arrows? So you could like snipe those folks. Because like, that sounds like something you could use. And first few times I played, like this is the area where, okay, I guess I'm getting a bow. Because I cannot beat this place without a bow and arrows. But it is possible. If you happen to be doggedly determined, you can do it. It's just, you need to be like, not be like me, not keep making mistakes. But yeah, this is where usually, okay, you need to like change your equipment, change your build, basically change everything that you've changed the way you've been playing, just so you can survive this place. Let me check, is it here? There it is. Oh. Yep, there's a face in the wall there. Come on, just let me get in. Thank you. Witch is still shooting. Here, we get the Helix Halberd, which is a kind of weird, it's a weird weapon. It's a really weird weapon, and they give it to us here. Where is it? Where are you? You Helix Halberd. There it is. Helix-shaped handle. with a double blade. A complex design, some would say excessively so, that hides a spear within its handle. So, yeah, it's... In this place of all places, they drop an item that says, like, you know, this is complex, maybe excessively complex. And I think that is a neat little, perhaps wink and a nod to this place here in specific. So, anyway, can your build survive the Shrine of Amana? Is the great big test that this game kind of gives you very late in the game. At this point, your build has kind of spread a little bit, which is probably why they don't put this area too quickly. Also, hey, there was one right over there. As soon as you get in range to kill that witch, there's another one. They, like, seriously, you should probably have a bow at this point. And if you don't have a bow at this point, you will definitely want one just a little bit further. But anyway, we're gonna keep going, because that's what we do. Hi, I'm Xandra. I can be stubborn. Let's be stubborn together. So here we have this very almost hidden path, and you'll notice it is a dark path with white trim. And we're heading over to Dragon Rider. Once again, we're fighting a Dragon Rider in a very small space. A splace. It's a space. It's a place. It's a splace. Oh, you've got some reach there, buddy. What if we fought over here? That's a lot of armor, a lot of health, by the way. Maybe a sign, hey, you really think you should be fighting this person here right now? Maybe you should have better things to do. But once again, hi, I'm Xandra. I'm stubborn. Goodbye. And we got some petrified dragon bones. So what is at the other end here? Whew. Also, a bunch of people died here. Like a bunch of people. Everyone fell. Also, isn't this cool? They all timed the deaths. They all timed the apparitions here so that they would all die at the same time. I think that's kind of like, whoa! That's kind of neat. But also, yeah, here's a tip. When you're fighting someone in a very, very dangerous spot, let's see if you can actually change the spot. Have some agency over where the fight is happening. But of course, this door is locked. This door has kind of a pretty design we haven't really seen. Hints at something else. But we can't go here right now. So now we know there's another door we're going to add to the list of places we should come back to later. So we've been doing all right so far. There's a friend. There's a friend. And also... But here the friend is the known enemy, so... I guess that's not too redundant. Okay, so we're here. Whew. Down to 3 Estus flasks. And I'm just here. Also, all of these like little rocks kind of are set to look a little bit like the water stalker enemies. So that's a fun little diversion. Like, okay, well, where's one that's actually going to come out and hurt me? Well, let's use our brains. Hey, buddy. Oh, there you are. Also, there was another one. That works. They're not wasting any time now. Oh, there you are. So, once you know how these enemies function, then you can kind of like use that knowledge. Oh, even, you know, you're not here for the fire, you're just here because. Right, I need to heal. Ouch. Ah, come on. This is like slightly bad design. Okay. We're not tackling the troll just yet. Okay. Also, hey, there's another one there. She's probably just hiding there because once we go fight the trolls, like I'm assuming she will like maybe turn around and shoot at us. Let's not go fight the troll yet though. That's a bad idea. So, no lady here. However, there is a friend, Lone Hunter Schmidt. Come on, Schmidt. This used to be a different character, unless they moved her somewhere else. Now we're gonna go back. Also, let's see if I can just like... Hey, Schmidt, buddy, we're kind of being shot at here. There we go. Oh, gosh. Okay. So we got some help. We shot the witch. But we did not shoot the deputy. Okay, now the troll's coming. So again, fight big things on your terms, not theirs. It's hard to dodge in the water, and you will need to dodge some of these attacks. You do not want to get eaten by a troll. Okay. Now we gotta be real careful. There's grass, and that lets us know where we can walk. But there's a reason why we're going here. There is a very specific reason. Gosh, it is hard to see. Okay, we can kind of see where it ends now. We can see the edge of the water. We can see there's a buddy there. Hi, buddy. And now the shelling begins. Oh, right in the face. Good work, Schmidt. Hey, can I get some cover fire here? Thank you. This is why they changed who the NPC was. Used to be an NPC with a lance, but they changed it to Schmidt, who has a bow and arrow, because here is where you absolutely do want to have someone with a bow. You don't need to have a bow yourself, but they were kind enough to like, okay, fine, you're a melee character. You don't need to be everything. We will give you a friend with a bow. And I think that is a very neat touch. This kind of makes this whole area much better because of that little design change. So that was an Istus Flask shard. That's really important. Also, there's a chest here, right at the edge, just under the water. With Sunlight Blade. Pretty much like the best enchantment a faith build with a sword would want. So yeah, there's a good reason why you want to come here. Also, be very careful because death is everywhere. You really, really need to watch where you're walking. And I think at this point we're okay. So yeah. This is not the first time where you fight a big thing and you can't hardly move. If you remember, Sen's Fortress had a part where you would, like, They're again like these big dungeon, like these demon statues, Titanite demon statues at the bottom. And once I like looked at them, like, okay, I cleared the top. I can probably take one on the side. Cool. I got this. I'm going to like put on the stuff I need to like not take like too much damage. And I like jumped down to fight them. And as soon as I touched the ground, I realized the entire bottom floor was tar, which meant all you could do was take long, ponderous steps and you could not dodge. I was destroyed by the Titanite demons. There's an item you can get that lets you walk more freely on the surface, but you might not have it at that point, or the time it takes you to equip it might be the time it takes for the Titanite demon to jump on top of you and kill you. And I felt that was like the last great bit of design in Sen's Fortress. Is the moment you think, I got this. The game like comes up with like, oh, there was this one thing you didn't plan for. And now, bye Schmidt. Now I guess you're dead. So yeah, Sen's Fortress, harsh mistress. Not in the good kind either. Also, gosh, the concept of mistress is weird when you're poly. Is there even such a thing? I guess not. So, anyway, this place. Anyone who's played vanilla Dark Souls 2 knows this place. This unassuming little spot with like a few enemies there, a few enemies here. Imagine, if you will, that spot over here right above my head had a witch. That other spot had a witch, and that spot there had a special witch that would heal everyone, and that there were maybe double the amount, like twice the amount of these enemies here. That is what Shrine of Amana was originally. They nerfed the enemy count here. This used to be the place where if you don't have a bow, what are you gonna do? And that was real harsh. But they made this place way better now. Like, I'm still gonna have a lot of trouble. But by golly, I'm going to try. So these folks don't seem to be aggroing, which is good. Also, these are usually famous last words. Oh, cool. These don't seem to be attacking. Bye, staff. Okay. Yeah, I would be sworn by everyone right now. They really, really made it so that these enemies don't, like, are way less aggressive. And this place needed it. Also, one of these things is not like the others. One of these witches is a healing witch. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, got both of them almost. There we go. Okay, cool. Also, imagine if you can't one-shot these. Like, they're very aggressive. They have shields, they have polearms, they will mess you up. Alright, that's the healer gone. Also, yeah, I keep forgetting. Rolling through this, not a good idea. And I'm out of Estus. Just gotta be real careful here. There's something up there. It's an alluring skull. Again, I love it when they put stuff up there. Like, you might just choose to run away here while you're evading enemies, and only to find that the item there is literally a lure. So, we're here. Folks have tried to go there only to fall to their deaths, but there is actually a thing here. Just gotta be real careful and then run away and then never come back. And there's definitely something over there. However, I am not going because I have no Estus. And also your reward is a bunch of enemies that will either poison you or destroy your equipment. Haha. So. Also, hey, giant one of these. But a bonfire. So finally we get to rest. That area used to be excruciating, but they really made it better through some little improvements. And that's something that the original didn't really have. And also, by the way, I rested, so they're all back now. Oh, okay, well, we both whiffed. And so, like, of course, there's, like... It is tricky to compare, like... If you're going to compare Sen's Fortress to this place, like, of course, like, one of them comes out a little bit better off out of that comparison than the other. But I still feel there's a lot to love about the Shrine of Amana. It is something very special. It kind of evokes the same feeling of, this is an interesting place. I feel this place is more beautiful than the Sen's Fortress, but Sen's Fortress was never made to be beautiful. It was made to be exceedingly functional. And yeah, it is a place where you need to be very careful and observe your surroundings and not, like, blink for a moment, because it will totally surprise you and kill you if you're not careful. How... Yes, I'm sorry I had to defeat the Night Switch. So, there was folks guarding here. Why you, of course you would guard something. You wouldn't just guard nothing. So there's a troll. Nope, I'm dead. Well, that was fun. Yes, the bleeding is what killed me. Again, fighting a troll in water, that's real hard. Also, yeah, that is true, Loon. At the start, like, Sen's Fortress also puts you in the moral position. Do you enact revenge on the people, on, like, the giants who are operating some of the traps? Because you can totally do that. Xander Evandra, Artful Dodger. Yes, the range on the Troll's Grab is exceedingly long, especially considering it's a one-shot kill. Like, you might have enough to survive it in terms of health, but I haven't had a character actually do that. Actually hit me, wow. Alright, buddy. Let's fight on my terms. Oh, can you not exit this cave? Are you somehow prevented from exiting this cave? Can I just keep doing this over and over again and cheese you? Well, this is Dark Souls. I guess I'm gonna. Don't feel bad for him. He's a troll after all. So when you're making a game, keep in mind, if your enemies have a specific zone they cannot get out of, but your player can, and your player has a ranged attack, well, but again, I have a bow, I have a crossbow. What if I didn't? Well, then I would have to fight that troll in its lair at a serious disadvantage. And this is what Amana does. Like, if you just do the typical knight with a shield, Shrine of Amana really tests you because it is made to break that kind of build. Roy's resting place. This is where Roy ended. Who is Roy? Well, I'm sure there's a bunch of lore somewhere. Whoa! Alright. Once again, maybe you don't actually want to go in melee range with this one. There we go. Fire. Does a body good. Your body specifically. So, oh gosh, there's just more of them. It never ends. It just never ends. Now they're all in a circle. And now that they're singing, you see there's those enemies. There's a lot of them. And there's a healer. So let the games begin. Also, all of them are like pretty far. Okay, so I guess we can circle around here. Okay, pop quiz. What could they do to make this worse? What do you think they could do to like, okay, I think I got this. I've just said, I'm a player. I've just said, okay, I think I got this. What will they throw at me now that I've expressed some limited form of confidence? Okay. There's still one, but there's only one. So maybe I can take her. Yeah, singer gets strep throat. That would be a thing. Yeah, if the singer suddenly stops singing, then I'm in trouble. Also, again, this is a bad place to be using a torch. Should clear some of those out. No surprise, second witch here. There we go. What could be worse? Well, what if they invaded? With someone who's like, oh yeah, you want magic? I got magic. I got a ton of magic. Peculiar Kindleur. Nope. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 souls. Also, they changed his spawn. He used to invade when you were closer to the entrance here. Because of course he would. Goodbye. I said goodbye, sir. Thankfully, she has no one left to heal, so that's a little bit better. Hi, I'm sorry, bye. Okay. Red Iron Twin Blade. That's a cool thing we just got. Some Skeptic Spice. And everything nice. No beasties left. Alright. Now I'm going to do something inadvisable. And I'm going to light my torch. Alright, anyone else? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not in a sparing mood. Specifically not in this area. Ah, okay, that one was just a trap. Okay. Now. I might be mistaken about the position, but I do remember there being something else. I might have passed it over, though. It is easy to miss stuff in this area specifically. Oh, hello. Okay. Gosh, you're not looking good, lady. And she's gone. Yeah, sadness ahead indeed. So. That's a boss gate. Let's go fight a boss. Do I have a friendly neighborhood NPC I can call on? Because honestly, that could really hit the spot. If not here, there might be a sign left just outside. But it doesn't look like it. That makes me sad, because that is a tough fight. But I guess I'll have to do it alone. Alright. Well, let's give it a shot. Hey, buddy, put a sign down. Okay. So the lady wasn't singing because she's gone. This boss is responsible for the singing in this area. The Demon of Song. And now begins the extremely creepy fight against this monstrous frog. You can only hurt it in its ugly face. Not its pretty face, which it's showing right now, because I think that's a really cool looking frog. Also, that slick looking exterior is completely impervious to attack. 2 attacks, and then goes back in. It can hurt a heck of a lot, and I believe it can grab you also. I remember it having like a very, very dangerous close range attack. Like that one. Do not want to get caught too close to it. Like, that's a cool boss. That's a really cool boss. And it, like, rises up, and your lock-on is on its face, so your camera pans up. Like, that, everything about this boss is remarkable. It's super creepy. It's, like, linked to death and such. But it has, like, it's a mix. Yeah, it's song, frogs, and death, please. That's what's for dinner. Well, let's put an end to it. Oh crap, I missed. That was not a good blow. Also, I'm out of stamina now. Ah! Goodbye. And hey, we just got the key to the embedded. That's the thing we were looking for earlier. Yeah, this one could have used more health. This is, kind of feels like the pinwheel of this game. So we're here on the other side now. Gotta be real careful. Also, can you see what's popping up over there? Yeah, it's some bad stuff. Let's actually come back here a little bit later. Hey, buddy, you guarding a door? There you go. That's death. Okay. Also death. Let's open this. Like, this game has a lot of very beautiful doors. Don't even. No, there's clearly not. Also, hey, remember this. Remember this very, very specific. Very specific lift. Either it's the same one or they retooled it, but this used to be the elevator that brought you down to the New Londo ruins back in the first Dark Souls. Now it's going down below the bottom of the world, as we understand it. Of course, this wouldn't be the first time where this game has an elevator transition that puts you somewhere that is not actually physically linked. Now we're in the Undead Crypt. Like, there's some light, but the top, not sure if that's the ceiling, but that is just pitch black. Also, the bonfire used to be hidden in a little alcove on this side. Oh gosh, there was something there. Hey, got a stone. But they moved the bonfire here right in the middle. Why, you ask? Well, right, this guy. Right. We get to talk to our buddy again. I mean, I don't know. I got a curse. I should probably uncurse it. Yep, Fengarl. We met him. I forget who that's referring to. Kind of want to change the world. That doesn't change. I mean, yeah. A miserable little pile of souls. Also, this person is presuming a lot about our past life before this game. So this character, the scholar of the first sin, is kind of meant to tie everything together, to give some perspective on what exactly is happening in this game, the story, since it's easy to get lost in the details here. And this game can be quite confusing, so I do appreciate that little touch that they made, just kind of like, okay, let's make a version that has like this extra character, just to like, okay, let's add some more narrative, because apparently people were confused because, yeah, it's all over the place.
Is that a shard you found? Here to see how it happened.
So anyway, we're gonna go back to the bad place because we got some stuff left to do. Oh, also, Estus is maximum strength. We did it. We're maximum strength. Awesome. Very close. Wow. Also, she's her her dialogue is different now. She no longer says "Bear seek lest." Those days are gone. Also, yeah, just caught your your message, Loon. Like, yeah, like maybe the Demon of the Song could have used more health. Maybe they should have taken it from Vestalt, and we will meet Vestalt maybe in a little bit. All right, so more faith, a little bit more faith. All right, hey, let's see what we need. Start using that dark magic. Okay, Dark Hail is going to be a ways off. Dark Fog, probably not. Scraps of Life I can start using soon, though. Dark Storm is going to be, yeah. See, because like some of them are more like Faith. Like, this uses a chime. These use a staff. So as soon as I have 12 faith, then the rest goes into intelligence. And then I can start to use some interesting spells. That's going to be cool. Alright, I'm going to close. Hold on. I'm just going to close this page so it stops giving me notification sounds. Okay, there we go. Hey, can I just like level up now? Do I have enough of that? Maybe. Yeah, that's a bunch of souls. Oh, there's a pink-haired lady. Yeah, pink-haired lady. You keep on rocking. Colorful hair. So, I got 2 slots, and I can start to use, what does Scraps of Life do? Right, this kind of like, this is the melting ability. It kind of, I think, explodes corpses. Gosh, Twisted Barricade, what the heck? Spells are deflected. Pfft, that costs so much, though. Holy crap. Okay, Dark Orb to start with, and then eventually Dark Hail. Thanks for following, whoever followed. Did not get the notification. Wait, hold on. I could get Dark Hail earlier. But I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm gonna switch out... Okay, what's a good catalyst I could use? Okay, staff. Cannot use any of those. Well then. Yeah, this... Okay, this is better, really better everywhere, but I don't have the stats for it yet. I need 4 more levels, and I don't have 4 more levels yet, but I'm gonna use that for now. I'll probably level it up a little bit. I mean, Oh, wait! Oh, I finally have enough to boost my crossbow. Yeah! Okay. I got the Titanite, that is not a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Well, I tried. Gosh, Titanite.
You've been away. Well.
Hey, she's got some new stuff. Okay. She does have large. Now she has Poison Stone and Bleed Stone, which is not something I need, but that's gonna be cool. Do you have bolts? Thank you. Okay, we're good. Nice. Okay, can I actually equip any other sort of spell? I could use scraps of... No, it's just... I need a chime for that. Literally nothing else. I do not have the intelligence for anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna need to boost this stat. However, I could, like, if I can find another instance of Dark Orb to buy, I could just double up on that. But that's gonna be later. Okay. Let's go back to the Shrine of Amana, which is something I don't like saying, but... yeah. Because there's two other things I want to show off. First off, it is back here again, because I missed it. Because I'm a dummy, so I guess we're just going to have to beat these up again. Hey, can I do something? Like, just asking for a friend. Oh gosh, they had a bunch of stuff. Shrine of Amana, still a pain. Still a threat. Also, yeah, dark spells, they push back. They have a weight to them. Not so much fun now, is it? Well, that was weird. I got a super fast run all of a sudden. Goodbye. Oh, you're still alive. Sorry. Okay. I think it's over there. The attack after rolling is a different attack, but in this instance, it worked out super well. I just want to point out this was not intentional. I just really lucked out. Okay. There it is. Okay, here's the thing I missed. Dark spells. They'll hit you. Ah, you left something. Now I have to go get it. Okay. So. There's something over there. And you can kind of just barely see it. Just gotta be careful. Oh, it's curse urns. It's a huge bunch of curse urns. But it's a good thing we have binoculars. There we go. Keep moving. Yep. There it is. Chest. I mean treasure chest, like right there. Fire Tempest. That sounds pretty cool. Okay. Also, that's an enemy over there, because of course there would be. That's finally done. And now we do something counterintuitive. We're gonna go right here. And then go back. Whoops. Oh no. Anyway, now we're gonna go back. Fortunately though, we have to like wait for this whole thing to... We can't recall it while it's going up. So in the meantime... Sen's Fortress ended with the... Come on. Sen's Fortress ended with the Iron Golem. A pretty intense fight. And... Oh, there it is. And had like something special to it in that like the... And okay, this is a tenuous link at best, but like the Iron Golem's fight kind of played with the level in that there was an element of like, oh, you could make it fall off. You could also fall down and so stuff. But it was like a big hulking thing that could like really kill you in a jiffy. Demon of Song is different. It's really not the same vibe, not the same fight. You have all the space in the world. You don't have the single best NPC there with you to help you. But it does play into the whole level a little bit, and I do like that part. And out of all the bosses in Dark Souls 2, chances are most folks will remember the Demon of Song. They will remember that fight because of the singing intro is so jarring. And the fight itself afterwards with the enemy that is invincible except in certain parts of the fight. Like, I feel that's worth remembering. And if you like, lots of other bosses have gimmicks too, like the Mirror Knight and so on, but I think the Demon's Song is one that like people remember and people should like enjoy fighting also. Anyway, that guy's still there. Goodbye. So, I know there's something over here. distinctly remember there being like a hidden treasure in this area. So I'm gonna keep looking for it. This is where we arrived. Also, heck yeah, the skeleton chariot. Like, that's a pretty good fight. That's a real good fight. Okay, so not here, must be elsewhere. But anyway, hey, here, there's a place here. Oh, there was one more basilisk than you thought. Gonna open this up. I'm kind of sad that you can't, like, I believe there was an NPC. All right, if you're quick enough, you can have the NPC you summoned before rush all the way to the boss, but that's really tricky. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to use a branch here. Sorry. Said I'm sorry, you need to go. Okay. So, this place. We get a nice view. Lesser foe ahead. Left bug. Oh yeah, there's totally a bug there. They hide them everywhere. Anyway, there's this weird door here that's been like scratched at the bottom. You can only open this door if you're cursed, if you have died recently. If you are in human form, you cannot open this door. There's nothing in the game to tell you this. I know, there's the bug there. Could I have a lock on, please? It would be cool to have a lock on. Oh gosh, you're resistant against magic. But you know what? I got a bunch. I can do this all day. Not really. But I can do this a bunch. Also, he's using Pyromancer garb, which means he is resistant to fire. Also, his lock-on, because lock-ons are usually specific, lock-on distances are specific to each enemy. His lock-on distance is really short, which is extremely irritating. Blind shot. There we go. Now these are mines. They're gonna kill me if I don't do this very carefully. There we go. There we go. Got this real creepy sculpture thing with multiple limbs and heads and screaming and okay, cool. Oh, hi.
Who are you? And what do you want from us? Milvanita. That is what we are called. My name? Do you mean our name? We know nothing of the outside world.
But you know there is an outside world.
Eternally for those who bear death and dark within themselves. We have
So the way they're saying this kind of like hints at the fact that they've been conditioned to say it.
The little ones were born from the great dead one. And the great dead one taught us all.
So these are ostensibly the descendants of Nito from the first game.
To comfort those bound by death and dark. This is what we were taught. You silenced that curse.
And it's kind of sad to think that, oh yeah, these are basically just creations without creator. They keep doing what they were taught, and
You poor thing. Take this at the very least.
aw.
This is all that we can do.
So they're just doing what they were taught forever, and since they're eternal, well, they're just going to keep doing it. It's kind of sad. Also, more so probably because, like, they're made to be sympathetic. Oh, you again. Nope. Wonder why they chose to change this fight to a pyromancer. Pyromancers, I'm sorry. Oh wait, I know. I know why there's pyromancers here. Specifically with that spell. Because of this very specific area. This recess in the wall. With a fire seed. This is a real stretch. But they kind of confirmed it by changing... Here there were no enemies before, I think, and they changed it to having pyromancers here. Someone just followed, thank you. Yeah, like, this place here, and the fact that there's a fire seed kind of hints that this is where, long ago, the sisters, the daughters of fire were. So this is where Quilag's sister would rest. And what's left, like in the recess, very, very similar to this one. And like a broken wall. And like the architecture is a bit different, but this really, really reminds people of it. And they put a fire seed to boost your pyromancy. And this was a covenant of chaos and pyromancy. So that's really a tie to it. Right below a very tragic feminine figure. So it all kind of like, it's kind of brought back around to kind of remind you, right, that was a sad part of Dark Souls. In an area that really reminds folks of it. But like, also this, like, I mean, the swamp was connected to the Great Hollow, which led to the Ashen Lake, so it's not too far-fetched that they'd be close, but it is kind of interesting to see all these callbacks. And this one is extremely specific, extremely subtle, but they really hinted. They really hinted at it and kind of confirmed it with the changes they made. Also, we just got the Manslayer. It's a thing. It's a sword.
That's great.
That is a great sword. So, oh, there's a chest over there. Hello. Let's see if I can find it. Manslayer. Poisonous, it's a poison katana. Now we can pretty much leave. Also, we'll be coming back here once we do another thing, but that's going to be like we're almost at the point where we'll be able to start checking off all those boxes that we've been hearing about. We've been seeing here and there, like, right, okay, eventually we'll be able to do this. Eventually we'll be able to do that. Well, that's coming. But with that, we're pretty much done with the Shrine of Amana. What I think is one of, like, the most memorable and probably beautiful places in Dark Souls 2. It's flawed. It's strange. But I feel like once you play the game, you'll remember it. Also because we'll be back here for an entirely different purpose. Because once again, like most of the end game areas in this game, this place is full of locked doors that you can only open later. And also this bonfire is called Rise of the Dead, which kind of hints at something else. Like, yeah, okay, Dead, Nido, Mithranito, like there's history here. And actually, you know what? Let's do something right now before we forget. Because we can do it. Hey, Emily. Welcome to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We are off to say hi to a lady. Because one of the things we got is a Keyblade. The key to the embedded. Plunge the key into the embedded to put a rhapsodic end to his fate. The once human embedded, realizing that he could never resist the temptations of the flesh, bound himself eternally with chains. Since then, he has waited the day that somebody will find his key and bury it within his bosom. Or face. Probably going to be face. So it's kind of interesting to turn this figure, like this chained up person, into like an entirely different kind of encounter by saying, no, this is like, this character has agency. Or maybe the text is lying. Maybe the game is an unreliable narrator. Anyway, let's use the key to the embedded. Okay, that didn't seem super bad.
That's great.
That was great, in fact. Hey, you're free. So we just freed the third sister. And we get a Ring of the Dead. What does a Ring of the Dead do? Well, I'm glad you asked. You look human no matter what. It is entirely cosmetic. But it's fun because, you know, Fashion Souls. Now we go back. And we hear a closer, clearer version of the song as we descend. That's a neat little touch. So now we are gonna go right back to where we were. To the Rise of the Dead. And say hi to our friend again. Because now we've rescued everyone, so she will probably have something else to say. Sorry. You don't really need to do this. Like many of the things in this game, like some are required, a lot of them aren't. Please don't propel me. Bye. Oh. Cool. That's what you get. You get a fire seed. Please don't kill the nice lady. Kind of wish I knew you would like just walk in and just like... Have you no respect, sir? What if I just left? Yeah, you could just leave. Bye, jerk. So if you're going for a pyromancer build, then you will need as many fire seeds as you can to build up your flame, so that's important. Okay, so we did that. Now we're back in the crypt. Yes, okay. There are some Kingdom Hearts references and quotes in the chat, and I'm happy about that. So, the Crypt of the Dead. Not super welcoming, Crypt of the Dead. In fact, let's go there later. That's great. That's a great decision. Let's go there later. So we can totally do this another time. Because it's been a while. So we're going to stop it here for the night when it comes to Dark Souls. If you are watching the stream, hang tight. There's going to be something else. But if you're watching this in the archives, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And yeah, this game has a lot, and I still have a lot to say about it. And especially now as we're getting into the later parts of it, I'm excited to really like get in there. So yeah, until we see each other again, please take care of yourselves because you're very important. And let's keep making wonderful things together. Bye-bye.